M-U-M-M, mom. Never ever wanna be a bum. So it's mom, M-U-M-M, mom. Mindset, uplift, manifest. Mom, mindset, uplift, manifest. Mom.
If you didn't come from a wealthy family, this is the opportunity to make sure that a wealthy family comes from you.
All right, everyone. Welcome into live. My name's Mike Tharp. You are running with the runners. It is Tuesday, February 15th, 2022. Today, we are going to talk about passive income. Everybody wants it, but do they know how to get it? We're going to bring in a specialist, an expert on the passive income, my good brother, Ricardo Hamilton, aka Crypto Rick. What's going down, my man? How we doing?
Man, awesome, man. You know how we do, constantly, continuously, consistently building wealth in precious metal assets and cryptocurrency. Man, phenomenal day and good night to everybody. How you doing, brother?
Man, just living the dream, trying to help more people get there. We just got off an amazing, runners wealth party where we were showing people actually, what we do step by step every day to make passive income and how to compound on compounding to make your money work for you. And this is, where so many people struggle. And I want to start off with, Ricardo, is just getting your take on, you have to be very selective about the businesses and the cryptocurrencies and the platforms that you go into, because I just see so many people jumping from thing to thing to thing. That's not what you want to do. That's how you get wrecked. So Ricardo, maybe just give us your insight into how important it is to be selective when you're looking at a passive or residual income vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, this space is evolving and humanity is evolving with it, and people are looking for better ways because we do see what's going on in the economy. We do realize that people need options. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't really know how to evaluate what to look at when they're looking at a company, right? And so I get excited because when we're looking at a company, we know how to properly vet a company. When we're looking at a decentralized platform, we know how to vet the platform. We know how to look at, what's going on with this platform, who's behind it, who are they working with, what blockchain are they on, and there's a lot of things that are going on in this space that a lot of people just don't know about. So that's why I get excited, because we have a lot of the platforms and systems that are allowing people to actually learn it themselves. It's so important that people just have a mind for themselves and learn how to actually do for self, not necessarily buying into the person that is attractive, but actually buying into, what it is that needs to be done so they know how to do it for themselves. And, whether we're talking about the Runners app or whether we're talking about Crypto U, or we're just showing people how to easily just get paid in Bitcoin from simply sharing a free app. It's about knowing how to move your money around in this space and take advantage of the opportunities that's available without being scammed, without dealing with a scam company or scammy individuals, because there are a lot of them. I mean, literally, we can go down the list of companies that have failed, Mike, that people have sent us, that have tried to get us to get into this company, get into that company, and 6 months, 8 months, a year later, they're no longer around. And we're like, we told you. It's like, there's a reason we didn't promote it. There's a reason. I mean, everything that's out there, trust me, people send it to us. We've seen everything out there. And then 6 months later, we find out this company collapsed. We find out this person who was now promoting, who was a big time person, is no longer promoting it. We find out all this stuff and we just say, see, and we hope that people would just see how we do without us having to actually go in and say, hey, you just need to do this, but just see how we move and take advantage of what we're sharing inside the app.
And my two criteria I use, Ricardo, is number one, would I use this if there was no referral system? If I could make no commissions on this company, would I still use it?
Right.
Number two, are people going to be hurt by this opportunity or this business?
Right.
And, in the last year and a half, there's only been a handful of opportunities or businesses we've brought to our community because, we feel that strongly about making sure that everybody wins and nobody gets hurt. It doesn't mean everyone's going to have the same success, but we want to make sure as leaders, we're not bringing stuff to people that are going to scam out, that are going to leave, they're going to help people to lose. I don't know how other people do that, constantly bringing in new stuff and they see people getting hurt, but that's just not what we are about. We're about building long-term generational wealth. As we always say, we're not here to get rich quickly. We're here to get wealthy slowly.
Right. Right. And that's what, one thing we are going to continue to do. And that's why we love continuing to help people get physical assets. Still, every day, we're still getting, physical silver, physical gold, numismatic coins, some of the most rarest, valuable coins by some of the top legends in the industry. It's next level wealth building. Continue to.
This one right here, Ricardo. This one I absolutely love.
That's beautiful right there. Oh, wow.
Only 3,000 worldwide. They're hard to even find. These are going for 300 on eBay, not even graded, just a regular bullion coin because of their rarity and beauty. And I don't have time to research all that. So the fact that I have the experts at 7K finding these coins, bringing them to us is just completely next level.
Yep. Without a doubt, brother.
And so when I was a teacher, and what I think everyone needs to know, like, if there's one thing they should teach in high school, it's this. Right? It's Robert Kiyosaki's, the quad cycle of wealth, right? We are taught to be on the left side of money, to trade our time for money, to have a job. And I'm not here to knock jobs at all, but what we're seeing with the economy as it's shifting, more and more people are opting not to go to work for whatever reason, whether it's automation, robots, technology is taking over lower paying jobs. And so people need to find a better way. So what we're trying to encourage and teach people about is getting to the right side of money, getting to be a passive income where you own a system and you can leverage people as they buy, whether it's gold and silver or other products, that your money works for you because you're investing that passive income. So your money makes more money. So really long term, we just want to show people to stop trading your time for money and allow your money to make more money for you. So Ricardo, how important is it that people understand, this cash flow quadrant that Kiyosaki brought to us so many years ago?
Yeah, I mean, most people know that you got to find a way to have your money make money for you even while you're sleeping. If you don't find a way to have your money working for you, you're going to end up working till you die. And this is why I get so excited about DeFi and in the blockchain space. And some of the things that we're showing people, like literally, before, it wasn't as easy to make money. This is the best time in history to be alive. There's never been an easier time to make money and have your money work for you and leverage a lot of opportunities online where you're actually gaining better rates and interest in the stock market. Then leaving it to a Fidelity or something. This is phenomenal time. And for those who know how to actually navigate this space, not get them stuck in one centralized system where they're trying to promote their one coin and all this and that. No, this is the space is so big, you don't even have to recruit. This is not even a recruiting thing. This is about really knowing how to build wealth, knowing how to create wealth, knowing how to leverage what's available out there on the blockchain, online, put that money to work for you with decentralized and some centralized systems where your money can work for you. You can actually live off of that. You can actually live off of that, whether you share it with somebody or not. And a lot of people today are finding that their lifestyles are not only enhancing, but they're actually creating a legacy and wealth in this space. And as we saw the crypto bowl, right? We see the Super Bowl, the commercials, and crypto is evolving. And obviously, more and more people are waking up to this space, and countries around the world are now getting more into crypto. The people who are in now, you're so early. Just understand that. Even if you're just getting into crypto right now, you're early. You're not late. You're early. But you want to get educated. You don't want to just follow one person who says this company is the best company. You don't want to just focus on this one centralized institution. You don't just want to focus on this one coin and hope it's the best coin in the world. You got to get it. You got to know how to evaluate a cryptocurrency. You have to know how to evaluate a project. You have to know how to evaluate the leadership. You got to make sure, even when we're talking about on a legal sense, that you have some proper recourse goes down. This is why I love when we're dealing with solid companies here in the United States. I love when we're getting our assets delivered. I love that we're dealing with owners who have, I love that we're dealing with a company that has a good name and not controversy behind it. I love that I can share something with some real good at the end of the day, that I know that they got their asset, or at least now they know how to move around in this space to take care of themselves and their family.
That's what it's all about. And, you know, let's start with, again, just the education so people can see this, because you weren't taught this in school, guys. What is the number one asset in the world? It's gold, by far, not even close. Okay. So if the rich, the wealthy, the corporations, the banks are all stockpiling gold and you're not, how do you think this story is going to end? And guys, again, we have multiple systems where we're getting paid to buy gold. Yeah. Now we have Apple, Microsoft, Google, but then at number 7, we have silver, which we talk all the time, how the price is rigged and manipulated down. It's only $23.38 right now. Okay. Everyone can afford an ounce of silver a month.
Yep.
Everyone can get a numismatic coin of silver once a month. That's what we're trying to teach you guys, is that disciplined approach to building wealth long term. Ricardo?
Yeah. I mean, you know, folks, you have to do what the wealthy do. Do as they do, not as they say. Because right now, you know, they'll tell you that the economy is fine. The Federal Reserve has everything under control. They'll tell you that they have inflation is transitory. You know, they'll tell you just, you know, leave your money in the banks. You know, they're not even giving people the solutions that's out here. You're not going to get this information anywhere. You have to get it from alternative sources. You have to get it from alternative people, because the school system is not going to tell you this. The politicians are not going to tell you this. Your favorite entertainers are not going to tell you this. So where do you get this information? Where do you find what's available out there for you when you need something extra? When you came across something, you want to figure out what to do with it. You know, so many people today don't even know how to get gold, alone the value of gold and silver. And we have some of the best companies here in the United States, people showing them how to get and create a passive income with gold and silver. So many people who realize I need to get into crypto and don't know how to get into crypto really have the best platforms to show people not only everything they need to know about crypto, but it comes with a concierge that they can call at any time. You know, there are opportunities that we are sharing where it's little to no risk, because you control 100% of your assets, right? I mean, and all you do is sharing information, and you're putting yourself in position to prosper. And it's not just one centralized thing, hoping that this one thing does well. Because like you said, Mike, is that when it doesn't do well, it's a problem. And a lot of people lose out. Only people who made money are those who can recruit. And that era way of making money and doing business is done. It's changing. It's not about that anymore. You know, it's about finding real solutions with blockchain and sometimes centralized opportunities that are going to help people create a real passive residual income and legacy for themselves. It's the most important thing that I could tell anybody watching this, going to watch the streams. You got to get educated, and not educated source or one system that's focused on one thing. I mean, educated on the whole space. Know about all the exchanges. Know about all the DeFi protocols. Know about all the places that give you yield. Know how to move your assets around. Know how to utilize different blockchains and cross chains, and knowing about the different projects that are on these blockchains where they're giving you, you know, all APYs and APRs. Know about all the blockchains and systems that are you know, even like crypto.com that, you know, you refer that, you get some free CRO. I mean, you know, you'll know this stuff and share it out. It's not all about this, you know, centralization in this one coin, hoping that this one thing goes up. We've done that before. You know, even now, Mike, we talk about it. We don't just want to buy a coin and hope it goes up. We want to put our money in a system where we're gaining yield. And you're going to talk about that.
And I think as we switch to more crypto here, Ricardo, is again, guys, you need to be diversified. You can't be with just one company, especially in the crypto space. You don't want to be with just one crypto. What you want to do is be diversified. And again, I could not sleep at night if my money was just in crypto. I need to have physical gold and silver. So right now, before we move on to crypto, if you guys are watching, give me the hashtag silver4freedom. Thank you, Sean, for reminding me about that, guys. What you have to have silver for crypto. The computers don't run. The energy doesn't flow without silver. Over 10,000 uses.
Yep.
Guys, I'm not going to go into it now, but this goes back to pre-Civil War. This goes back to, you know, wars have been fought and to hide the true value of silver and take it out of the hands of the people. That's what we want, is to get gold and physical silver in the hands of people. So give me that silver for freedom, and then share this live out right now. Like this, share it out. You know we're all shadow banned. You know they want to delete our content and our channels because we are waking too many people up, and we're helping people become free and get outside the system.
Yep. And
So-
and what I'll say, last thing I'll say on that is, I did a live stream on TikTok, and I was talking about how Poland central bank is buying over 100 tons of gold in 2022, and they said they're doing it for their financial security, right? And like we talk about, central banks and governments, institutions, the wealthy all around the world are buying more gold and silver than they ever have in any period in time in history. Folks, this is how you really secure the bag. This is how you don't expose yourself to so much risk and the volatility of the market. You have to know how to preserve your wealth, and you do that in physical gold and silver. We've never stopped getting gold and silver. And like Mike said, I would feel good about my financial situation if I wasn't still accumulating gold and silver, if I had all my money tied up in currency. So you have to diversify. You have to get silver. And I'm telling you, eventually the rigging will stop. Eventually, we're going to see the prices of gold and silver continue to rise because of the trillions of dollars that they printed over the last year, over 40% of current inflation, the inflation, the shipping issue with the supply chains and everything else. There's going to be a disruption here at some point in time. It might not be today, might not be tomorrow, but there will be a time. And I always said I'd rather be 1 year, 2 years too early than 1 day too late. And so you want to get as much physical silver as you can, like Mike said, because everybody can get it at 20. Well, spot is 23, but you probably pay, $25, $30 for the ounce. But you want to get it now before it's unobtainium. You just can't afford it, or there isn't any more to go around.
Amen. We've been trying to tell them. So crypto markets really quick, guys. Okay, we're going to talk about nodes here in a minute. We told you guys about Gala nodes almost a year ago. We can see right here on trending, that's up 16%.
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin's at about 44,000. And like I told you guys, like I told our group, I think the markets are just going to kind of keep going up and down, which again, you can't just buy crypto and hope it goes up. You got to find ways and systems to get paid and have your money work for you every day in crypto.
And you talk about that. You talk about that Gala node. We paid $7,000 for that node. That node today still about $150,000 for one of those nodes.
Yeah, I think it's close to 200 grand now.
So we paid less than a year ago, 2 years ago for sure, less than a year ago, right? $7,000 for a node. See, this is real blockchain. This is real use case. This is real utility. This is real community. This is real use, reach. This is a real node, okay? Not this other stuff that's out here that's scamming people. This node, we paid $7,000 for this node. And this node is now worth closer to $200,000. And we're continuing to get paid out in this coin. So this is what I mean by people knowing how to evaluate a project, knowing who to follow, because you're going to follow somebody who's going to tell you that they got the best thing smoking. And if you don't know how to evaluate a project or a node, you're going to them, because not all nodes are not the same. All companies are not the same. All blockchains are not the same. And so, and this is something that we told people about. Get Gala, get this node. We got the node, and one node today is now worth closer to $200,000. That's a real node. I got nodes that aren't doing nothing. I know people who have nodes that they're paying out in the shit coin, and the coin ain't doing nothing, never will do nothing, but they have a node. And we continuing to get paid out in this real blockchain with real levers, real utility, and real community.
And so, Ricardo, I remember doing my first Facebook post about how I was making $10 a day with Gala, when their coin was, less than a penny here, or a penny, 2 pennies. And, people are probably like, who cares, whatever. But then you got to remember, if I'm making that much Gala, we're making all this Gala all that time. And then what happens when Gala pumps to 60, 71 cents? So again, you got to have that long-term vision. You got to delay gratification and see things long-term.
Yep.
So while we're on that,
by the time that Gala pump, you should have had a minimum 100,000 coins from your node. that paid out from your node. So 100,000 coin, not even just the value of the node. I'm talking about the node paid out coins. You had minimum $100,000 in coins if you had got the node when we told you to get it. And 100,000 coins at 70 cents, that was $70,000 if you sold at the top. And you paid $7,000 for that node, let alone, you know, the value of the node itself.
So just so we can say that we told you guys and we didn't keep it to ourselves, we already released this to our group, the runners and the runners app. They already have the video on how to do this. Okay. Now, not financial advice. There's no guarantees, but this looks very similar to Gala. It doesn't have quite the backing of I would say Gala probably had better leaders. But again, very similar setup to Gala where there's only 50,000 nodes. The nodes go up in price. We paid under $2,500 for them less than a week ago. They're at $3,400 right now. And then every 100 nodes sold, it goes up $100. So there's 36 nodes left at $3,400. The next price is $3,400. Right now it's paying 2,000 coins a day. And that's going to keep going down as more and more nodes come, just like it did with Gala. You know, we used to get 1,000 Gala a day. Now it's down to a few hundred depending on the day. But that's why it's so early to get into these, you know, early and understand what you have here and how to leverage it.
It's
you know, we're not. If you want to find out about this, get in the app. But go ahead, Ricardo.
No, you're right. And you know, I was just saying it's key to get in early because if you playing around with these shit coins and these BS companies, you're missing out on so much opportunity. This node playable, right? This node, I got this node at $1,300, around $1,400 for this node. This node is now, what you said, $3,600 or $3,900 for the node. So I literally bought this less than a month ago. Okay, so if I want to sell, I just doubled up my money. But you know how many people are wasting their time and their money putting into these sorry scammy coins and companies, and their money's not doing anything for them. And literally in less than, you know, we're showing people, hey, get this node, our money's undoubled. You could have pulled out, you could have diversified, you could have done anything, got you somewhere, right? This is what, you know, it's a lot of people out here who really need help, you know, with this economy, with the inflation. I talk to business owners. I talk to real business owners who got successful restaurants, and they're telling me because of the supply chain, because of the inflation, the profits are still the same to a certain degree, but the expenses keep creeping up, so they're making less. It's getting hard for business owners out here. Their profits might be the same, but if your expenses are continuing to creep up, it's squeezing them. It's squeezing them, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. So people need what we have to share. People need this information. They need these type of opportunities, man. So I just get excited because I know that we're providing real value on the free side and allowing people to upgrade some next level content that's going to help them benefit.
So guys, you know, we have done all this. You know, both of us have been blessed enough to not have jobs anymore, and we want to have, you know, that happen to as many of you as possible. So we've created this app so that we can't be censored or taken down. We put stuff in here all the time. And the playable one, if you want to understand that one more, that's under the Avalanche one. Crypto U, absolutely amazing. Ricardo talked about it earlier. Instant recalls free. You know, we love Quicksilver. We love 7K. That's where we love to get our gold and silver. Here's the Avalanche. That's going to have the thing for the playable. And, you know, we're showing people how to get airdrops and how to use all these blockchains to get real wealth.
Yeah. Much. I mean, even on Chronos. Now, depending on your risk to tolerance level, like some nodes, like Mike said, some of them more legit than others. But even now, I'm in a chrono. That chrono today is paying me double what I put into it. You know, I literally just printed 3 from a node on the Chronos, and I'm getting paid in CRO. I can do whatever I want with that. You know, this is not recruiting. This is just knowing how to move in this space, knowing what's available. I didn't have to get somebody to buy a shit coin for me to make a commission to feel good. I literally know how to move my money around this space, and I can just show people this is how you get it done. This is how you do it. You know,
last thing, guys, I just want to mention this. Russian government approves plan to regulate crypto. Basically, Russia said they were going to ban it, and it didn't go well. Now they're saying they're welcoming it. They're going to regulate it. so that it's not in the underground black market, but above board. And, you know, this could, I mean, guys, we're not going to get into a whole geopolitical thing here, but why do you think countries all around the world, and now some states, Texas, Arizona, are talking about making Bitcoin legal tender? So you got to get educated on this stuff, or you're going to get left behind. Ricardo, last words tonight.
Man, look, folks, I'm fired up and excited for those that are in position. I'm telling you, we're not going to stop. Nothing's going to stop us. We are continuing to find centralized and decentralized ways to help people get ahead. We're putting this content in the app once again, so we can't be censored, because literally they censor me, they shadow ban me, because I really help people understand what's going on in this economy, what's going on with the financial system, why you need silver. I mean, they cut me off for TikTok. I'm talking about silver. I wouldn't talk about nothing else. I'm talking about silver. They cut me off. Okay. They don't want you to get this information. They don't want you to be prepared, while they're literally talking about a global reset. They're really about, 2030, you owning nothing, the standard and quality of living of people here in the United States, around the world. So you will continue to just go along with whatever they say for their new economy, their new world order, this new function that they're trying to create. And we're saying, no way. We're going to make sure the best that we can, that we're going to expose scams, okay? Any scam that comes, see it, and it doesn't look solid, I'm going to speak on it. And if anything I find that's solid and legitimate, we're going to put it in the app, and we're going to show people how to manage of it. But the most important thing that you can do is get educated. And I'm telling you, Crypto.U is one of the best platforms that you're going to be able to get educated on, and being able to have somebody that you can call on a concierge is phenomenal, because that's what's going to bring mass adoption to this space. People needing the ability to talk to somebody, to ask them, is this, how do I do this? What blockchain is this on? How do I move this? And, ask questions, So, man, just congratulations for everybody who has the Runners app. Congratulations to the runners and everybody who's been running with us. Those who are not running with us, man, start running, get the app, start saving in silver. Utilize some of these real DeFi programs and acquire some of these, because literally we could stop today. We could stop today and we're good, because we know how to move around this space. We know how to evaluate what we're looking at. But we're continuing to share, because we know people need this information. We got something of value that we can add to the masses of people around the world.
All right, guys, if you want to get the app, it's down below in Facebook or YouTube. If you want to just know what's going on, our Facebook link is down there. I got to run right now. I'm jumping on Sound Money Secrets with Tony Hubbard. If you want to get that information, click the link below to get into the Facebook group. You'll find the flyer there with all the Zoom info. But guys, this is what we love to do, is to help people, to show people how to preserve their wealth, how to make passive income. We'll be here next week, guys, going live again. We have our wealth party an hour before this on Zoom. Get in the Facebook group to find out everything we're doing. Other than that, we love you guys. We'll see you next week.
All right, lace up. Let's get wealthy. We out.